Jessica Brown.
And I'm Erica Tarantel. We are interrupting afternoon programming as the community comes together to mourn and remember a fallen police officer. 1 week ago, Uxbridge officer Stephen Laporta was killed on the job. He was outside his cruiser helping a driver on 146 when he was struck by a tractor trailer. Laporta leaves behind a wife and a 13-year-old son.
We have some video from last Friday. It shows an outpouring of support as Laporta's body was escorted from the medical examiner's office back to Uxbridge. People lining bridges, lining roads, saluting or standing in respectful silence.
And just moments ago, the hearse carrying officer Laporta's body arrived at St. Mary's Church in Franklin. That's where hundreds of first responders from across the region have lined up, and they are now walking into the church.
Let's watch and listen in as they pay their respects.
So, Jessica, really moving to see all of the officers from across the region filing through the church there. We know that Officer Laporta, just 43 years old, again, he was helping others when he was struck by a tractor trailer, and we know that he leaves behind his wife and 13-year-old son. We saw Friday when he was brought from the medical examiner's office back to pause at the Uxbridge Police headquarters where he worked, that his wife and son were there holding signs, "Love you forever," and "My dad is a hero." So you just remember the family behind this really young man, 43.
Very young, and as you're continuing to watch these officers file in and pay their respects there in that processional, we can tell you the wake is being held there at St. Mary's Parish from 2 until 6. His funeral will begin at 11 a.m. on Thursday. You know, members of the public who do want to honor Laporta are encouraged to line the procession route. We have seen folks lay ribbons, lay flowers down in the area as the community is continuing to mourn there. Flags will also be flown at half-staff in his memory. And we should mention that all town offices in Uxbridge Public Schools will be closed tomorrow in observance of Laporta's funeral.
And we see people there, you know, people of all ages paying their respects. It is amazing when you see that sea of blue. Officer Laporta, he had worked as a dispatcher and a part-time officer with the department. He took the full-time job in just June of 2024, but again, dedicated himself to helping others, and always amazing to see the turnout of the other officers, to know that their families are supporting them, and any families of police officers know the brutal truth of these are men and women who put their lives on the line every single day they go to work.
Yeah, it truly is a moving video, moving images to see you know, unfortunately, when something like this happens, if you're just joining us, we're watching right now this procession of hundreds of officers going in to St. Mary's Parish in Franklin right now, ahead of the wake that's scheduled to begin at 2 o'clock. They're paying their respects. They're honoring Stephen Laporta, who was killed in the line of duty just last week while he was helping a cruiser, helping another driver when he was hit by a tractor trailer. Right now, you can see many of those officers going in. They have kind of a set way that they're going in to honor Laporta before this wake begins. But it really is, you know, just truly a moving image to see when this happens.
Yeah, very emotional. We understand there in Franklin, this is Officer Laporta's parents' parish. He did live in Uxbridge with his wife and his son. So again, as we've been reminding you, the wake is scheduled from 2 to 6 this afternoon at St. Mary's in Franklin. The funeral is scheduled for tomorrow at 11, and we do know that schools are closed in Uxbridge so people can pay their respects tomorrow.
Absolutely. We'll have much more coverage at News Center 5 at 4. We'll see you then.